the station that's working for you. This is 2 News at 6.
And first at 6, a lot of Miami Valley communities will be setting off fireworks tonight to celebrate the 4th of July. 2 News reporter Maytal Levy is live in Moraine, where the city's Star Spangled Boom celebration is well underway.
I'm here in Moraine at Wax Park for the Star Spangled Boom event, and typically there's thousands of people here by now. But I just spoke with organizers who say they're not sure what to expect because of the gloomy weather. But it has impacted more than just attendance. It's impacted their setup. I'm told they normally have at least a dozen more rides than what they have tonight, because tonight they only have 5. But the main attraction, the fireworks show, it's a 24-minute show, will go off rain or shine. Attendance here, usually 6,000 to 10,000 people from last year. Organizers hope to see that many this year, and vendors are hoping it won't hurt their wallets.
Fireworks do draw the crowd, and I'm hoping that people will still come out. We're out here, we're ready. I think they'll have a good time still, even with the rain and the damp weather. So I think it may affect some, but hopefully not too many.
You know, we'll be okay. I mean, we're still going to go. So we're here. We want people to come down, bring some comfy waterproof shoes, and we're ready.
And it is picking up just a little bit out here. You know, this is the funnel line, probably the longest line here at this event. And the event is free, live music, rides, and food. It'll be going on until 10:30 tonight. That's when the fireworks start. They start at 10 o'clock. Live in Moraine, Maytal Levy, 2 News, working for you.
Okay, May, thank you. In Moraine, just one of many cities setting off their fireworks tonight, hosting the shows. For a complete list, you can visit our website, WDTN.com. And rain did not stop July 4th celebrations in Centerville today. This is video from the parade this morning at the Centerville Washington Township Americana Festival. More than 120 entries marched in this parade this morning. But what about all those fireworks displays happening tonight? How much rain can we expect this evening, and where will the most rain be falling? For the answers, we check in with Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis.
All right, well, thanks, Katie. And a little bit of rain falling tonight. You can see it coming across Union County and southeastern Indiana, catching the southeast corner of Wayne County, too. So some rain will be moving through Preble County, Montgomery County. Most of the rain staying south of Interstate 70, and definitely generally staying south of US 36. So at least early tonight, some of that rain to deal with. If you're up north, Sidney, Pickwill, looking good for your fireworks. Think you'll stay mostly dry. Maybe a few showers around, especially early this evening. Kettering and Centerville and Beaver Creek, those areas. Fairborn seeing some of that precip, and temperatures tonight generally in the upper 60s to right about 70 degrees. Our severe weather index, no threat any longer of any severe thunderstorms for us. That risk should stay mostly to the south of the Ohio River through this evening. Your next 4 hours, not much movement in temperatures, just kind of hanging close to 70 degrees. Humidity levels definitely on the rise with some of those scattered showers out there too. Your complete Storm Team 2 forecast for a short 4-day work week. It's coming up.
Neighbors reacting tonight after a 78-year-old woman is found dead inside her home Sunday morning. 2 News reporter Charlisa Gordon staying on the story for you with the follow-up tonight.
Neighbors are still reeling after 52-year-old John Mooks was arrested in the same home on Hoover Avenue where Mary Heinzman's body was found Sunday morning. According to the 911 call, Mooks says the victim is his mother.
It's just a shock to me as anybody else.
Fred Rogers lives just steps away from where the body of 78-year-old Mary Heinzman was found on Sunday. John Mooks is being held on suspicion of murder and resisting arrest.
He seemed like a nice kid to me, you know. I've known him since he was a kid and stuff.
According to 911 calls we obtained, Mooks told dispatchers at about 9 o'clock Sunday morning that he had found his mother in her home on the 4900 block of Hoover Avenue.
I came in and my mother was beat to death.
Your mom was beat to death?
Yes.
He claimed not to know how she got injured and then hung up.
That was the last thing on my mind, him doing something like that.
Rogers says he was close to Mooks and Heinzman and never saw something like this coming.
So I spoke to him the other day and stuff. He comes over and talks to me all the time. And, you know, he always be working out here in the yard and stuff. And he seemed to be all right a couple of days ago. I didn't notice nothing different or nothing. I just...
Mooks is set to appear in court tomorrow morning. Charlisa Gordon, 2 News, working for you.
And a man is due in court tomorrow for stabbing during a fireworks show in Logan County. 19-year-old Derek Richards is accused of stabbing another man during a fight at the Indian Lake State Park. The victim was taken to the hospital. Richards faces felonious assault charges. And we're expecting to learn some new information tomorrow about the man accused of shooting 2 people last month, including a Warren County Sheriff's deputy. Police say Mohammed Lagawi shot Deputy Katie Barnes and his father in June, then hid from authorities for 6 hours before he was finally arrested. The Warren County Prosecutor's Office is holding a press conference tomorrow. Lagawi is charged with attempted aggravated murder and felonious assault. So we'll bring you that update. Also tomorrow, the woman accused of shooting and killing her boyfriend is due in court. Nina Davis is charged with murder and felonious assault in the death of 37-year-old Travis Smith. He died on Patton Avenue last week. Davis is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow afternoon. A series of deadly attacks overseas has prompted U.S. officials to increase security at home in preparation for the 4th of July festivities across the country. Diane Gallagher has the details on this enhanced security.
This July 4th, Americans can expect to celebrate 240 years of independence with a heavy side of security. In less than a week, the world has been rocked by a series of deadly terror attacks. Istanbul, Dhaka, Baghdad, prompting U.S. counterterrorism officials to beef up security around so-called soft targets like airports. And Independence Day fireworks, races, and celebrations happening across the country.
You will see a very significantly enhanced police presence in the city.
Now, the Big Apple hosts the biggest fireworks show in the nation, an estimated 3 million spectators, and police will be out in full force with more than 500 anti-terror officers on duty for the festivities.
Come out and celebrate on July 4th. NYPD is ready to keep everyone safe. In fact, all of the new officers, 1,257 officers sworn in today, will all be out there on patrol around the city, keeping us safe.
Here in our nation's capital, where tens of thousands are expected to celebrate,
we encourage folks to come down, enjoy themselves, but be prepared and be aware.
Security is high, but much of it hidden.
We will do security measures that we will not let the public know. If we step up security, we'll not advise the public. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes security that goes on during these events.
Let's get a live look outside. We're keeping our eye on the traffic this evening on the holiday weekend, the long 3-day weekend. This is a live look at I-75 in Dayton. Traffic moving smoothly there. And some good news, if you need to fill up, gas prices in the Buckeye State continue to drop. According to AAA, prices are now below the national average. The average price for a gallon of regular gas is $2.20 in Ohio. That is 7 cents less than the national average. Thousands of people on a Miami Valley 4th of July tradition this morning. Coming up, we take you to this year's Americana Festival. Plus, classic cars are rolling into Greene County, while the rain may have put a bit of a damper on this one. And a live look at I-75 and State Route 73 near Springboro. Traffic here moving smoothly as well. We'll be right back. Some sights and sounds from around the nation tonight. A large crowd gathering to watch the National Independence Day Parade this morning in D.C. It's one of the country's biggest parades. 4th of July festivities wrap up there later tonight with a fireworks show on the National Mall. And thousands of people made the Centerville, Washington Township Americana Festival part of their 4th of July celebration this morning. Today, more than 100 volunteers worked to make that happen. The event starts with a 5K, a mile-long parade, a classic car and truck show, and lots of food vendors.
It really gives us a chance to kind of let people know who we are and what we have in the community, kind of brings people together. I always love seeing all these familiar faces and families that come to our programs and enjoy our activities. So it is a way to just get together and see a lot of people wearing red, white, and blue and celebrating the holiday.
And the festivities there will end tonight with entertainment and fireworks at Centerville High School, the football stadium. The fireworks are scheduled to start at about 10 o'clock tonight. And today marks the 51st year of the annual 4th of July car show Swap Meet, put on by the Greene County Antique and Classic Car Club. People came out despite the rain, but the wet day did affect the show in one way.
It's also very difficult to clean a car if you have to take the wheels off to clean the underside of it after it gets caught in the rain. And some of the old cars leak, so some people just don't like to bring their cars out in the rain.
Well, we appreciated looking at the ones who did bring the cars out. They're always cool to see. And here's some perspective for you. The first year of this event, Mustangs were brand new. 4th of July, of course, means fireworks, but these fun displays can be stressful for veterans with PTSD. Coming up, how you can help them on this Independence Day. Plus, a sweet surprise for the mother of a soldier, how her son made one diner a night she won't forget.
And some showers around early tonight. Looks like some sun returns for Tuesday. I'll have the details minutes away in the Storm Team 2 forecast.
And taking a live look outside at the roadways, a lot of people may be heading to a fireworks show somewhere, maybe getting a head start on the traffic tomorrow, heading home from their holiday. This is a live look at US 35 and Gettysburg Avenue, everything running smoothly there. Video of the beautiful fireworks display in Columbus this weekend. Thousands of people gathering there to watch the annual show. It was the city's 36th Red, White, and Boom celebration. And of course, celebrating the 4th of July just isn't complete without fireworks, but they can be traumatic for some. Hearing the fireworks, the explosion can be stressful for some of our veterans with post-traumatic stress. Courtney Ewan has the story. It's new at 6.
With PTSD, it's an invisible wound. It's a real physical change in our brains.
Combat veteran Jeremy Clark fought for the freedoms we celebrate on the 4th of July, but he can't enjoy the holiday like many of us do with fireworks.
It just puts you back into that mindset that you're in a war zone again.
Clark is a retired technical sergeant from the United States Air Force. He has PTSD and traumatic brain injury. He served in Iraq and encountered 14 roadside bombs during his service.
If you hear a bottle rocket or something go off in the middle of the night, you don't know, it just kind of reminds you of that time in Iraq, and so it affects you and puts you into the fight or flight mode, and it kind of sets you off. So it kind of sets those triggers, is what they call them.
Clark says the sound of fireworks put him in the mindset of a nighttime gunfire battle or mortar attack in Iraq.
There were some fireworks yesterday, and my anxiety was quite high. I become very tense, aggravated. I have this explosive amount of energy I got to put somewhere. It'll come out vocally, it'll come out physically.
So if you're planning on firing off fireworks in your backyard, think about those who live around you first.
Be kind, be courteous. You never know what anyone's internal battle is, so just be courteous to those around you.
A Tennessee mother was in for quite a surprise when she was getting dinner.
Oh, George.
Oh, everybody loved it. Her son, who's enlisted in the Army, surprised her at the Longhorn Steakhouse in Johnson City. Joshua Paul hasn't seen his family in 10 months, and he organized this 4th of July surprise for his mom.
I'm on top of the world. My heart is just, it's burning. I'm just on top of the world. What a surprise. I had no idea.
Joshua enlisted in the Army last year.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis and your Storm Team 2 forecast.
Well, still some scattered showers around the area this evening, mainly over about the southern two-thirds of the Miami Valley. Really, as we get past 11 o'clock midnight, very low chances of rain at that point. So don't cancel those evening plans to get out and see the fireworks. You may have to dodge a few raindrops for a little while, but I think they'll go off without a hitch. 71 degrees at 7 o'clock, 70 at 9, and down to 69 at 11 p.m. We should be dry in the morning, at most maybe some patchy drizzle. 71 degrees at 8 o'clock, then the clouds break. We get some sunshine back. That means the temperature climbs by the end of the day tomorrow. Looks like back up into the mid-80s. Heat index values could be approaching 90 with a higher humidity level. So some evening showers, some thunder possible as well, but the threat of severe weather to our south now down into Kentucky, West Virginia, mostly to the south of the Ohio River. Those muggy conditions returning for tomorrow, and dry, warmer, sticky Tuesday afternoon. Yesterday's high only got up to 67 degrees, and that was shortly after midnight. That was in the early morning hours. From Saturday night and into Sunday, the normal high 84, so a new record established for the lowest high temperature for the day, 68, the old record in 1915. But here comes summer back, 85 tomorrow, as we just mentioned there, upper 80s to around 90 degrees southwest of us. Those are the kind of numbers we'll see later in the week for Thursday and into Friday. Tonight, SVG Chevrolet, the camera up there showing cloudy skies, maybe a little patchy drizzle up in Darke County. Right now, mostly dry through downtown Dayton, but we do have some showers approaching from the west. You can see those coming in across Preble County around Eaton, spreading into the western part of Montgomery County, southwest Montgomery County too. So we will see some raindrops here over the next couple of hours. Still the heaviest rain south of us down into Kentucky, where we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect, some severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings in effect in those locations. And to the west of us, still a little bit of rain across southern Indiana. So it looks like most of this will clip our southern counties later on this evening as it continues to swing eastward. We're up to 72 degrees, our high for the day, a southwest wind at 6, but look where our dew point is at 70, so that's some muggy air out there, even though it has been cool for most of the day. Low 70s covering much of the Miami Valley. Our future track forecast, past midnight, just maybe a couple of sprinkles. That's about it. Looks like we'll be back to dry weather for the daytime hours on Tuesday as we get back to partly cloudy skies, especially tomorrow afternoon. With that warm front moving through, though, it really opens the air to the sultry conditions that will we'll have around here for Wednesday and into Thursday. Just a chance for an afternoon or evening thunderstorm on Wednesday. A little better chances for Thursday and Friday afternoon. Tonight's low 68 degrees, so not much different than where we are now. A few showers around this evening, chance of thunder, muggy conditions overnight as we drop into the upper 60s. Past midnight, just a slight chance of showers. Morning clouds tomorrow, then partly sunny, warm, humid, high up to 85. 75 degrees at 10 o'clock, upper 70s at noon. Then those low to mid 80s into the afternoon. And evening hours, up to 88 on Wednesday, morning low of 70, chance of an afternoon thunderstorm. Upper 80s on Thursday, better chance of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Same story on Friday, high up near 90. Then a cold front comes by, and we should be drying out just in time for next weekend and cooling off a little bit too, with those highs returning to the mid 80s Saturday and low to mid 80s on Sunday. So just take your umbrella, your poncho with you this evening.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay.
All right, sounding good. Okay, Brian, thanks so much.
2 Sports, powered by Ford.
And he got 70. The most hot dogs, 70. The most hot dogs ever eaten on the corner of Surf and Stillwell Avenues by the greatest eater in the history of mankind.
Hot dog, we have a wiener. Joey Jaws Chestnut down to record 70 hot dogs and buns in just 10 minutes today at Coney Island in New York to reclaim his mustard belt at Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. Chestnut had won 8 years in a row before losing to Matt Stoney last year. Well, today he demolished the competition, beating Stoney by a full 17 dogs. From hot dogs to the top dog in NBA free agency. Today, Kevin Durant announced who he will sign with, and check this out. It appears to be a case of the rich getting richer, as Durant, a former league MVP and at the top of his game, will play for the Golden State Warriors. KD is expected to sign a 2-year deal with the Warriors at $54.3 million with a player option after the first year. Durant will join 2-time reigning MVP Stephen Curry on a team that won a record 73 regular season games last season, but lost to the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Well, with the worst earned run average in the major leagues, the Reds have decided to shake things up a little bit. Today, Cincinnati fired pitching coach Mark Riggins. Assistant pitching coach Mac Jenkins has been promoted to fill that position. New pitching coach, same old results. Reds opening up a 3-game series against the Cubs this afternoon at Wrigley. Bottom of the first, already 1-0 Cubbies when Jason Hayward takes Cody Reed deep to left center. That's extra bases. The double will play 2. And the score was 3-0 Chicago. Bottom of the second, man on for Chris Bryant, and he goes deep to center field, way back, and see ya, a 2-run shot. Suddenly 5-0 Cubbies. Still in the second, Wilson Contreras with an absolute blast to left. See ya, home run, 6-0 Cubs. Now, the Reds were down 10-1 in the seventh when Zach Cozart puts a charge into one. This will land in the basket for a 2-run home run, but of course that was not nearly enough. As we go to the final, Reds fall today 10-4. They'll go at it again tomorrow afternoon in the Windy City. It's the 4th of July, so let's head to the nation's capital. The Nationals playing host to the Brewers. No score, top of the 5th, when Martin Maldonado launches this one deep to left center. The solo shot turned out to be the only run scored by either team today as the Brewers knock off the Nats 1-0. The 4th of July at Wimbledon, seeing the biggest stars take the stage at the start of the second week. Roger Federer in action this morning, taking on American Steve Johnson, and Federer cruised, winning in straight sets 6-2, 6-3, 7-5. Federer advances to his 14th quarterfinals. The 34-year-old Federer picked up his 306th Grand Slam win, tying him with Martina Navratilova for the top spot all time. Federer is seeking his 18th career Grand Slam. On the women's side, Serena Williams was down 5-4 in the first set, then rattled off 9 straight game wins as she wins in straight sets over 13 seed Sabeta Zatsukova. Close enough, 7-5, 6-0. Her sister Venus, by the way, see, I like when Serena Williams wins. I can pronounce that name. She wins today, and her sister also advanced. Out to stage 3 of the 2016 Tour de France. It was a mad dash to the finish line. Mark Cavendish, though, would come out on top. He has won 2 of the last 3 stages. He owns first place.
We're going to need you to go through all the names of
the Wimbledon again.
You know, I forgot to practice that one before I don't know.
Hats off
I don't
to
know
you,
if 2
my
days
friend.
of practice will help.
That's off to you. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw Katie's great video of the parade since we didn't have anybody shooting it.
No, it's.
Well, you still may have to dodge a few raindrops this evening, but I think most of the fireworks shows will go off without a hitch, especially later on this evening once that sun goes down.
All right, so enjoy your 4th of July evening. We hope to see you back here tonight at 10 and 11. Nightly News is next. Good night.